Hello, 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 everyone. This is Ava with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day. Well, today is going to be a how-to demonstration. Let me show you how, that kind of thing, So we're going to go through this together. Now, I've already done a few things, but I'm going to go back over. It was just for time's sake, okay? So what you want first is you want your sticky board, okay? Now, this board was 11 by 14. I did have other ones. You can get them in varying sizes, okay? So get one as close to the size that you need it so you minimize how much you're cutting, okay? So this is what it looks like, okay? So you take it out, you measure your cross stitch, okay? So that it, with a little bit here of overlap, okay? So depending on if you're going to put mat board or you're going to do something special, okay? That depends on how much you've got. So I had quite a bit here that I could work with, okay? So this one here was 20 by 20 centimeters. So I ended up cutting this board down to 20 by 20. And then you have, this is the sticky side, okay? So what you do is, don't ever put your stitching straight down on sticky board, okay? Don't do that. Because no matter how much they say it's color fast, or that the adhesive is, what do they call it? Antique adhesive or something, I still don't trust it, okay? So what I do is I put, because the threads will leach in to that sticky, So if you have something in between, and I mean, if you want to do it, you want to take your chances, go right ahead. But I don't, okay? So then you have a piece of flannelette. You can use felt. You can use quilting batting. It depends on how, high that you want it. And then you pull this off, and then you stick your batting or your flannelette, whatever you've got, down, okay? So once that, and smooth out everything. And because this is sticky board, these clips here will work the best. I don't pin this because it's too narrow. It's too narrow on the side to get, pins in there. So I don't bother doing that. Now you can get these Bulldog clips in whatever size that you want, right? For me, I had these small ones, and that's what I use, okay? Someone asked me how many I should put down. You put down whatever it is that you want. So then you've got, in here, you see, that's the flannelette there. And then you take it and you pull, okay? You pull so that it's nice and tight, okay? Because you want that tight, you want it as tight as possible, okay? So then you just clamp it. If it doesn't look quite straight, I will play with it. If you want to be where you measure every little thing, go right ahead. I don't. I'm not that anal retentive that it matters to me if it's, you know, a half a square off or something. No, I don't care. I don't care. You know, there's a lot of other things. Now, if you've got a big masterpiece, okay, a really big masterpiece, like a Heaven and Earth design or something like that, that is absolutely, it's 10,000 hours, 20,000 hours, 50,000 hours to finish it, then I would be measuring it. But on one that's like this, no. So I just do that. I gotta pull it a little bit here. And Ada will give. All right. And don't forget, like on here, that's the edge of the design, right? So right here, that's the edge of the design. Okay. So I'll be pulling it as I'm working on it. But so anyways, that's what you end up with. Okay. So the next thing you want is you want crochet cotton. I got these at a thrift store. Okay. Doesn't matter what color. Oh, I should say that if you have white fabric here, you know, then put white flannelette behind it. If you have a black cross-stitch fabric, then put black underneath it. Okay, because otherwise you will see it. Okay, you'll see the white, it'll come through. Okay, so that being said, so now I got a big length here of crochet cotton, and I double it. Okay, and you want a nice length of it. Now I'm going to try this. I've always said I wanted to try one of these curved hooks, curved needles, and I'm going to see if it's going to work better. I always said I was going to try one, and then I just happened to find that I don't know how hard this is to thread. Oh my gosh. You can go with a straight one, but you'll see in a minute how yesterday I was having trouble. And it's what I always say when I'm doing these. Oh, come on. Ow. Okay. So it's just like threading a cross-stitch needle. Okay. And so, and I do the loop method. Okay. This might be a little bit unwieldy. Okay. If not, you can use just, where is it here? Thought I had it here. I did have a straight needle here. Oh, now I can't find it. But you can also use a straight needle. Okay. So that's fine. So then, oh gosh, come on. So what I do is, when I start here in, come on. I see this is going to be a learning experience for me. But you can see why the curved is better, because you can get in underneath it. Come on. Up there. oops, I wanted to try this to see how this curved needle would work. I always said I wanted to try it. And so, okay, so I do that and then I anchor it again. Even though that's looped, I anchor it. So, okay. So there. Then I come down, and what I would say is if you're working on one that's, say, longer than it is wider or whatever it is, right? If you've got a shorter side, work so that you do the short side on both. This happens to be a square, you know, but say it was out to here, okay, on this side, like a rectangle, I would still do this, and then I would do the long side. Because doing this here will help to anchor it. Okay. Now, every stitch you can anchor if you choose to. I don't do that. And I wouldn't go more than, no, I don't know, like about, that far. I don't know if you can see that. Just a minute. Like I wouldn't go any farther than this. Okay. So as I am doing this, I'm pulling it. Okay. I like these round needles. Or these curved needles, whatever. I think it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to. And, but you got to find your own way with it, right? Let's see here. Where am I? Okay, there. Okay. And, come on. Let's get this. Okay, so always make sure you tighten it. I think these are good. My fingers want to curl. Come on. There. So after church, I had a quick bowl of soup, and then I went and Rosie took me for a ride. So it was really nice. I went down and around. And so it was nice. So you see here, like it's tightening. Okay. And the reason why you start in the middle is because that sets the tone for the rest of the, oh my gosh, come on. There. There. And you do the corners when you do the other side. Okay. So, yeah. But see, this is why you need longer, so that you're not constantly... I know it's tempting to just do it shorter, but believe me, it's the longer is the best, because then you don't have so many knots. Okay. Here, I don't know if I've got enough to do another. So, I don't think I've got enough. Oh, I do. Look at that, I do. That's good. Okay, so don't worry about these corners until the end. Okay. Ouch. Come on. I know it's how I'm positioning my fingers. Okay. And try to get a good amount here on your Aida cloth or your linen, whatever it is, so that it's got a lot more in there. Okay. Ouch. I think these round needles are good. And you're going to find, because once it starts to get really tight, it's hard to get that straight needle underneath there. Okay, so that's why. And see, that got loose. And then sometimes I just go and I will grab it here and I will tighten it up. Come on. Okay, what is it here? Shoot. Here. So there. But you see here, it does loosen up. Okay. So and you can do whatever knots that you want, you know, as long as they're not like as big as an anchor chain or something. There. Okay. So then that's the ones here to the middle. And then I'm going to start here. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to do this side. And to do these corners, all you do is... put that there. All you do is, if you've got enough, is to kind of miter them. Okay. like that. Okay. And then you sew this corner up here. Hi, Jonah. No, 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 Jonah. Okay. So you do that so that you have a nice sharp corner. Okay. So, but that's it. That's it. That's all there is to lacing. Hi, Jonah. Jonah's coming for a visit. Jonah is here for a visit. Hi, Jonah. Yeah. He wants a little bit of mummy time. He wants a little bit of mama time. Hey, don't you, Jonah? Okay. So that's it. That's all you do. Now, if you put your initials, like if I were to do them down here, okay, then I have to give myself that little extra bit on both sides, right? So, and if you've got like buttons or something like that, you know, you got to take that into account for when you've got the framing too. So, oh, I guess that was it. So, all right, I guess that's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. It is the same thing. And when you do round ones, you just do the same. You can buy a round sticky board now. And, or whatever, you just glue down, and then, like, even if it's a piece of wood, and you glue it down, and you put the flannelette down, and then you put your piece on there, and then you go all the way around the edge, do a slip stitch, I guess, and then you pull it taut, and then you can do a round. So it's the best way I can think of, and I've been doing it this way for years. 4 years. I got out of it for a while there, but I thought, might as well do this. So I hope you found this instruction easy to understand, that it was, you know, that you will be able to do this. And, yeah, it's very straightforward. It's so easy, you know. It's just so easy. And, you should give it a go. You should give it a go. And I see a few boo-boos here in my stitching. I don't care. I don't care. I'm long past that. And this is just something that's going up in my house. So I have the Christmas one, or Noel one, whatever it is. So I've got that one. And I'm just going to get square frames. Probably at Michael's or something. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, and if you want to keep measuring here on the side, because you are more what do you call it, obsessive compulsive, that everything has to line up. I would have years ago, but I don't. It's good enough for me. And if someone else doesn't like it, I don't care. So anyways, thank you very much for joining me. And I'm eager to hear your comments regarding this. And if you found this helpful, informative, if you need more, ask me questions, you know. But I think I've covered everything. Like I said, if you're going to use the foam board, Unless you've got the big Bulldogs that'll go around it. Then you can put the pins in the side. This is just too thin to be able to put pins in. But you find what you want. I wouldn't recommend paper clips. Nope. Okay? But it's up to you. Whatever you choose to do. Okay? So, I guess that's it. So, thank you very much for joining me. And I'm going to sneeze here right away, I think. Oh, gosh. My asthma really got affected when I went for my bike ride because of the smoke in the air. But I'm getting used to that pedaling, but oh my gosh, it's still hard. I ordered a basket and I ordered mirrors so that I can see behind me. Safety first, right? Safety first. So, anyways, I guess I will talk to you later. Toodle-oodles, everybody!